inside the purist. Roll it, roll it.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, do you want to
Hello?
give an intro, Chloe?
We are here at Aurora Esports MN, and we will be casting the game of the Lumalees versus the Magic Tigers. And on the prod, we have Ninja Drew, and we have Paige and me on the cast.
Who's me?
Hello.
Good intro. Uh, yeah, I'm excited for this match. I think these are two very good teams. You faced the Tigers in week 1 and lost to them 1-3. And the Lumalees are my old team, and they have a very strong roster. So what are you expecting this match?
I'm expecting, okay. I'm gonna hit the pred early on. I think the Lumalees are gonna win this game. They have, the Nathan Firecutter duo. Nathan very good at the DPS role and tank, as well as Firecutter's been grinding both, so really solid line. On top of that, you have Flawless, so just a really well-rounded team. Then their support line too. You just have EJ, really good shot caller, really high SR, main support player, and Frosty, who everyone knows is a value pick.
Yeah, I agree that the Lumalees are probably gonna win. But I do think it'll be close.
Or least favored. Least favored,
yes.
probably.
Okay, maybe we should talk about what's going on.
Early pick from Nathan. Nathan gets 2. Goes in there, Kiri has to TP out. They chase Kiri. Early kill. They win first fight. Pretty
Wow.
clean from them. Yeah.
3k from Nathan on the Genji. Yeah, so first season with Derek or Rectactus on the tank player dueling with Alco, and then on Lumalees, they just traded me for Simply Dino, who we will probably see later, but yeah, that was just 3 picks and they won the fight.
Yeah, a little early poke going on. Alco falling very low, does die, and Nathan is able to get out. They do trade out EJ though, and Bella's forced from Frosty. So just a little bit of poke phase going on. They're gonna try to stabilize and hopefully regress off this, taking some space. However, Frosty is close to this carry rush. They're gonna play for it. Bubble's forced. And ults are online for the side of the Lumalees.
Yeah, many ults coming for both teams. I think it's gonna kind of be a Q fest right now. And
yeah,
Nathan with another 2k.
Yeah, Nathan's absolutely farming on this Genji pick. He's known for the tank, but everyone does. Well, didn't he used to? Okay, in Overwatch League / early Aurora, he was playing a lot of DPS, and everyone knew him as like a crazy Reaper player. But his main role is tank, so impressive to see what he's doing on the Genji so far.
Yeah, he's been very good on the Genji, Soldier, Sojourn, Tracer character this season, and then him and Carter have been switching off playing tank. Yeah.
Beat comes out from the side of the Tigers, and Beat started traded, but Nathan does fall in the meantime. Onion was used from Elko, and it looks like they're just going to take this fight loss here. Actually, they used basically all their ults to do it, and, they lost, so full economy reset from both teams.
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely worth it. I mean, it was last fight. Interesting comp. It's kind of, were maybe not as interesting, but they, the Tigers with the Cass instead of the Genji. Yeah, I don't know if that's making it harder for them to get picks since they're not they don't have 3 diving on someone.
Yeah, I think it might just be Nathan's getting some really good follow-up with Firecutter. Those two have some really good synergy. Nathan hits someone, and then Nathan just lands on with a dash right-click and kills someone.
Yeah,
Kiriko is falling low and is traded. Kirikos are traded on both sides. Red Cactus does invest the Primal and will fall, so picks are in the favor of the Lumalees. Pulse Bomb from Asmodeus, trying to make something happen, but it does have their recall force, so they could get punished here. It looks like they will get out, and Firecutter is coming up on this Primal. Primal used. Nathan falling very low. High noon committed from Elko, and Rush committed by Frosty. A lot of damage being traded here, but picks aren't coming through. Sonic Chronic does fall, and Elko does fall. Good kills from the support line of the Lumalees. And it looks like they will win this fight, and it should result in a map win.
Yeah,
Unless...
point does flip, but you know, they got the team fight, and not sure if the Tigers are be able to contest.
Oh, they will get the contest, but kind of just a staggered out fight here. Someone will have to make a miracle happen. They do have carry rush to try to make it happen. B comes through from EJ, and that should just secure it. All about just killing this Genji and Tracer. And Monkey, I guess. Oh, Rectactus gets one onto EJ. There is a world where they do turn this. Asmodeus doing a lot of stuff on the Tracer right now, but pretty much impossible. And they will fall, and that's the first point going to the side of the Lumalees.
Yeah, we do see a mirror switch, and that's probably with Elko going Genji to touch the point, but I wonder if they'll try to mirror the matchup in the next map, depending on what we get. But yeah, that was definitely not as close as the score indicated.
Yeah, Lumalees definitely had, you know, complete control over that round. They just lost the point, like, you know, they lost the point, oh my goodness. They lost the point a couple times just to flipping, which did make it close, so maybe they have to focus a little bit more on the objective, but we are getting some comp switches. We're getting some J Queen Rush as well as a Ramatra Brawl comp, so we'll have to see what they can do. Early cooldown trade coming through. Rectactus uses Ramatra form early. Could get punished and that's done, but Firecutter did have to match a shout, so a little bit of stabilization coming here. Just people waiting for stuff to happen. Although Nathan is trying to make a play here. Does have to use deflect to get out. And Rectactus uses the Ramatra form, gets hooked in, falling very low, could die here. Lamp Force from Elko in the meantime goes on the flank and gets a pick onto Flawless. Gonna stop Lumalee's aggression. It looks like they'll just be chilling, and the Tigers will be getting the first point cap.
Yeah, Tigers coming up on 2 ults, Lumalees 2 or 3. Just not much going on in terms of their people are just getting their ults charged up.
Picks do come through from the side of the Lumalees. Firecutter and Nathan getting some kills. And they got a really quick fight win here, and they should be turning point.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the Tigers are kind of trying to do. They, you know, they do have a brawl comp, and I feel like they should be walking on someone. You know, someone who is easy to pick out. So I guess really Sojourn. Yeah, it seems like they're playing very slow.
Window committed as well as J Queen Alpha finds 2 with the high noon. Picks do come through from Firecutter. Could look to turn this fight. Finds 3, I believe, so it's 3-2 right now. But Asmodeus and Rectactus are able to clean it up and will win that quick fight.
Yeah, the Tigers did have to use 2 ults, and then the Lumalees will have 3 coming in, so they should be at advantage to hopefully take the point.
Yeah. Firecutter, they're gonna probably look to try to step this Blade or OC early. The plus force from Nathan though, he might die, he does die. Firecutter booped off high ground, and he's gonna need to stabilize and get back with his team, and Tigers aren't looking to do anything off that, so just chilling. Okay, coming up on the side of the Lumalees, they have 3 ults. Asmodeus does have his OC to match, and they will have the Firecutter lands a big knife on Asmodeus, nearly kills him. OC pop. OC's traded. B comes through from oh. Yes,
Elko with many picks. Yeah, last fight territory, and they only have Blade to go up against Beat, and Elko will have Noon soon.
They're also gonna struggle to touch this. EJ looks like they're setting up to do it, but it could easily get. Okay, they're not really looking to stuff it at all, but EJ could fall 1 HP, but does live. Has to get a second one. Does end up getting it. That's pretty good work from him. Elko has the high noon on high ground, finds Firecarter, and that is a fight win right there. And they cap the second point, so 1-1 going into the, what is it called? Sanctuary? Busan Sanctuary?
Yeah, this was basically the opposite of map 1, with Elko getting a lot of picks early on instead of Nathan. And you know,
interesting choices.
what is
Cole.
Sanctuary?
A
Oh, that's the one with the
professional
drum.
gamer, a Russian power
Yeah,
ranger,
drum.
2
Yeah, so I think we're
mercenaries.
gonna see the main quotes comp
I really do.
coming out from Lumalees, and this is the comp that they're probably most confident or the
Yeah.
best at. So we'll see how this goes against the brawl that the Tigers have.
Yeah, Lumalees are definitely more of a dive team, whereas the Tigers like this brawl kind of style, so maybe just a little bit of misplay not sticking to their, you know, their best comp going to that first map, and Lumalees really couldn't play that dive on the second map, and J Queen into the Ramatra is pretty hard to run at this point in the game, but a little bit of early space taken by Firecarter. Nathan dashes in to make a play, has to use deflect early. They are just surrounding them, and Elko finds a pick onto EJ. Nice shot from him. Flawless is having to get forced out here. Nathan falling very low, could die. Recall force, and Nathan does fall, so the DPS from the Tigers putting in a lot of work right now.
Yeah, it seems like the dives aren't super coordinated right now from the Lumalees. Kind of Carter going in or Nathan going in, but not much follow-up, so Elko getting a lot of final blows as a result of kind of that miss diving.
Yeah, it was just kind of a little bit not synergized well. Firecutter just did a soft engage, you know, just taking some space, whereas Nathan just hard dashed in, had to use deflect, and their timing just got all messed up. And going into this, Elko does have high noon, but fighting little low, yeah, that's the kind of coordination that they need. Firecutter coming up on Primal is traded to EJ though. Pulse bomb out from Flawless, will find Asmodeus, so not a stick, but works nonetheless. And that's a really quick flip going in. Actually, a little bit of stall coming in from the Tigers, so.
Yeah, we were just talking about how they need to coordinate the dive, and then they kind of pick right away. I think EJ's kind of getting picked early, so trying, I think for him, if he can, you know, stay alive and help his team out, then they should be able, you know, maintain the point and win fights.
Yeah, with the comp that the Lumalees are playing, it's the easiest person to kill is kind of the Lucio, so they're definitely putting some effort into him. Hardchar with a good kill into EJ, but the trades or the kills do go on the side of the Lumalees, and it should just be another fight win. Nathan's trying to get a trade onto the Winston, but he will not be able to do it. Or sorry, Rectactus. Trying to get a trade. Yeah.
Yeah, many ults coming up. We're gonna almost basically have 4 on each, or yeah, 4 on each team. We'll see how they use it. I think the Lumalees are definitely have an advantage in terms of being able to hold the point and use her ults to hold and win a fight.
Yeah, they're looking to set tempo here. Lumalee's going aggressive. Firecutter does have to use the Primal in response to Hardchar's window. Ramatrol used from Rectactus. EJ will fall early once again. Elko with the pick on Nathan, and it's just going to be a fight win. Once again, really quick fights coming in, really back and forth. Just kind of whoever gets that better first trade, or like if Firecutter's team, Lumalees, get an early pick, then they win, but if they don't, then they do a pretty good job stabilizing.
Yeah, I think they kind of lost that fight because Firecarter kind of just popped Winston Null because he got low, and then there wasn't much follow-up from the dive, so they did have the ult advantage, and fortunately they just weren't able to press Q fast enough.
Yeah, and a little bit of an early pick coming from Flawless. He got hunted down in the spawn, and Asmodeus OC does kill EJ. So they're gonna have to play for this last second touch, and gonna have to be Flawless, and probably will have to burn his recall for this. Firecutter does get the touch, though. They're actually fine. Fury Rush comes through. Beat traded. Nathan is falling very low. High Noon comes through. Beat does get save him for a little bit, but will die in the end. Flawless or Firecutter are going to need to make something happen here to be able to win this. EJ falling very low. Flawless low. Firecutter low. Firecutter needs Primal, but isn't able to get it in time. Flawless is trying to get a trade on the back line. Just a little bit of stall coming through here, but it's pretty much impossible for Lumalees to win this, and they will lose. So map 1 going in the favor of the Magic Tigers.
Yeah, I think that was a good map 1. It was definitely closer, I think, you know, on the third map than the other first two. Yeah, I think Lumalees definitely could have won if they had coordinated their dives better, and EJ was getting picked a lot, just due to the Tigers targeting him. I'm not sure what the map pool looks like, but I would think they would pick a dive-friendly map.
Yeah, more than likely that's what we're gonna see. Drew, are we good to go into like a quick little break? Okay, perfect. We will see you guys in map 2.
Hey Spotifyers, click or tap the banner to listen to Fresh Finds, the best new music by independent artists and labels. Brought to you by our friends at Samsung. Circle it, search it, find it. Just like that.
Spotify Premium helps you make the most of your
make a Spotify.
Okay.
Yeah,
And we are.
so it's. Oh, go ahead.
No, you can.
Yeah, so I was gonna say we are back. But also as expected, they chose a dive map. Um, so Lumalees with a slight comp switch, putting in simply Dino for EJ and switching Carter and Nathan, and no changes from the Tigers.
Yeah, it looks like the Lumalees are planning on playing like this Mercy pocketed Echo. I kind of knew this going into it. Simply Dino, definitely a player that's looking, or like that is dedicated and wants to improve. You know, they're trying to get some VOD reviews and stuff for Mercy, so yeah.
Yeah, this is the comp that we played in, I think, week 1 or 2. I think it was week 1 on this map with the Fire Carter Echo, or I guess he kind of plays Echo when he plays DPS, but yeah, Derek or Cactus coming out on the Diva. Interesting pick.
Yeah, looking to play a lot more counter divey with this comp. Maybe just not as confident as Winston or worried about this Mercy pocketed Echo, so wants to use the DM. Elko, or Asmodeus is, my bad, is doing a lot of damage. Actually, do you know what Asmodeus' pronouns are? I actually just have no clue. Is it he, him?
I take a look.
Yeah, can you do that for me? So yeah, a little bit of early poke coming through here, and Asmodeus does land a big dynamite. They kind of are just like waiting. They really can't do much right now. And Elko does get a kill onto Fire Carter. So just kind of like a little bit of a stagnated fight there. You know, they didn't really decide what they wanted to do. They were just all poking, which the comp from the Tigers is significantly better at doing. So we're gonna have to look to see if they make some adaptations here. Maybe they're just playing to build up some ults, but the Magic Tigers are building this nano significantly faster. Wallace is on the flank, doing a little bit of poking. Cactus falling low, gets down to half. Firecutter is looking to beam him. Almost demechs him, but instead Asmodeus gets a kill onto Frosty. And Elko onto Wallace, so.
Asmodeus is he.
Okay, I thought so, but I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, lots of ults coming up. Not really a defensive ult from either team. So we'll kind of see how the teams react to some of the ults coming up. I think we'll see Nano Blade fairly early once. Oh, Alcohol has it now.
Yeah, probably looking for a Nano Blade here. Or maybe we'll opt to save it. Nathan goes in deep here. Copy onto Ana from Firecutter, antis 2. And looks like Nathan should find 2 in the back line. Elko thinks it's winnable, gets a kill with the blade. Could end up making something happen here, but Nathan finds 3 in the back line. Elko falling low, that's a 4k from Nathan, and it's just the Diva left. Desperately trying to touch point just to stall a little bit extra time, but they are able to cap this difficult to cap first point.
Yeah, I thought just based on how the fight was going initially that the Tigers were able to hold, but Nathan Clutch kind of went and demolished the back line, and also a big nade from Fire Carter who chose the Ana to copy.
Yeah.
But many ults coming up for the Tigers, so they should be able to hold these pretty good.
Yeah, Asmodeus does get a pick onto Firecutter early here, so some good shooting coming in from him. Wallace is stuck in here and is forced to use recall, could end up dying. Interesting choice from Elko to go to this Genji. I guess he liked the vertical mobility, and Genji's kind of hard to play into this comp, so I would have expected probably like a Casty or a Tracer, but Hanzo definitely can work. So yeah. Engage coming in from Nathan. Backline falling very low, could end up dying. Harshard does fall. Rally committed from Sonicronic. Nathan is forced to use the Primal. We'll find 2 in the backline. Elko falling very low, will die, but Red Cactus does get the trend and Frosty, so at least a little consolation there. Might be difficult, actually the res does come through. Red Cactus smacked, and that is another fight win from the side of Lumalees.
Yeah, that was a really good dive from the red team. That, you know, the Tigers would be able to hold because they definitely had the ult advantage going into that, but they kind of just had a big dive and then built up some ult charge and were able to take that fight.
Asmodeus might be looking for a Bob point here. Red Cactus just on the point for a little bit. Simply Dino falling a little bit low, 1 HP. Is able to live. Elko in the meantime does kill Firecarter. Nano onto Red Cactus, and once again the Magic Tigers hold out on the second point, so yeah.
Yeah, good hold, only having to use Nano. They're gonna set up high ground, and we should be seeing another fight coming soon.
Yeah, they do have a lot of ults coming in here. Nathan looking to take a little bit of early space. Does use the bubble fairly early. So we'll have to see if they're able to get through. Just looks like they're gonna chill out and wait a little bit. Simply Dino does have this Valk. They could either Valk defensively or aggressively. I would assume they probably try to save it until they need it to live. Okay, they do end up using it, looks like fairly aggressively. Nathan is still falling low, and Asmodeus gets one clip by Flawless, so good tracking coming in from him. Bomb from our Cactus, is able to remech in time, doesn't find anything though. Hanzo is the dive target here. Ding's coming in from Frosty. Hard target gets down to 1 HP. Nathan goes in. Does have the Primal online, so could look to make something happen here, but he might not even need to use it. Flawless gets the kill on Direct Cactus, though. Good kills coming in from him. Bob is committed from Asmodeus, but that's just going to get killed. And that's going to be the second point cap for the Lumalees.
Yeah, interesting decisions. Elko and Asmodeus holding their ults for a while, and basically the Lumalees have now matched or surpassed their ult usage, so kinda interesting decision there. And Red Cactus does switch from Diva to Ram for this last point.
Yeah, Elko lands a big arrow onto Firecracker, maybe a little bit of RNG coming in there, or maybe a good shot. I did not see it. Nathan falling, able to prime in Red Cactus, nearly gets him killed. Rushes commit from Frosty and Rally commit from Sonic. Red Cactus is falling low, but should be able to stabilize. But Firecracker gets a kill onto Sonic Chronic, anti onto Nathan, falling very low. Dragon committed by Elko. Firecracker makes the copy onto Ramatra, but looks like he'll just lose it. He's getting double pocketed by his support line, trying to desperately build up this Ramatra ult, but it doesn't look like it'll happen, but is able to kill Red Cactus. Looks like Anti comes through onto the backline. Suzu is forced. They're just trying to stable inside this left room. Elko's trying to land some shots from the off angle, but is going to be identified, and they dive onto him. Falling very low, but it is getting the pocket. Will end up dying, but Simply Dino committing the Valkyrie. Should be able to keep their team nice and healthy. Nathan getting a kill on Asmodeus. Backline so low, and it's just Red Cactus on point. We'll have this Ramatra ult, so we'll be able to stall for a few extra seconds, but unless that Falco makes a miracle happen here, I believe this will be a full cap for the side of Lumalees. Maybe able to get it to OT, that's kind of what they're trying to do right now. 1 second left, and they are able to cap with time, that's huge.
Yeah, that was a really good last point kind of fight. I guess that was really one long fight, or maybe two fights, but good ult usage from Lumalees to kind of, you know, secure that point with 1.4 seconds left. I do want to see, I think the Tigers kind of ult more frequently, or just kind of not hold on to their ults. I think they could have maybe held second point for a bit longer. But yeah, we'll see what they decide to do on attack.
Yeah. Looks like Nathan is opting for the D.Va on defense, so taking a little page out of Rick Cactus's book, maybe they do just favor that, you know, the defensive capabilities, both teams favor it. But yeah, Rick Cactus making a switch over to Winston. Harchar is teasing a Baptiste, but I doubt we see that happen.
Quick on our feet. Hard to defeat.
And no mercy from no Lumalees, so hopefully they can protect Frosty. See, you know, pumps those shots and builds Nano super fast. Do see them sticking onto the BAP, Archer.
Yeah, looks like he is gonna do it. Interesting pick coming in here. Maybe just, you know, some personal preference. I know he used to love this Baptiste hero, was very good at it, so maybe just looking to have a little bit of carry potential. And if Red Cactus plays this well, it shouldn't make too big of a difference. You're kind of missing out on that nano, but Firecutter falling low, HP isn't really getting healed, but a big nade comes out from Frosty. Lamp is forced. Elko falling low. Asmodeus is killed in the meantime while Harchar was healing up the rest of his team. Just a little bit of good high ground rotation coming out here from Nathan, just, you know, completely zoning the team while Asmodeus and Sonictron try to push that off angle.
Yeah, we saw an early lamp, but I think you're right that Archer does prefer the BAP. His lamps have been really good this match. So definitely probably. Oh, Frosty got picked.
Yeah, big arrow coming in from Elko. Elko finds two on his Hanzo hero, so good picks coming in. Harchar falling low, but does have the lamp available. Nathan's committing the bomb. Maybe we'll get the Raven kill. Oh, but Harchar just kills him in time. And that's going to be a pretty easy cap for the side of the Magic Tigers, only taking a minute and a half.
Yeah, just that Frosty pick, they lost out on a lot of heals from that. I mean, you do have the carry, but like losing Frosty early, they were just able to kind of snowball and, you know, take the point, win the fight and take the point.
Yeah, Asmodeus does get the better of Flawless, so not really sure where that happened. That's a pretty early pick coming in. And they're going to get a lot of free card space off that.
Yeah, we got 2.5 ults, 3 ults coming for the Lumalees, and you know, Asmodeus just used stuff pulse, but yeah, not many ults right now.
Yeah, Window used from Harchar and Nano used reactively from Frosty, but Nathan will get the kill into Harchar. He had to use Lamp fairly early there because of the Nano boost, and Nathan was able to capitalize on it. They are pretty low on the side of, oh, and a big pulse on coming out from Flawless onto Elko. And they should be able to hold this, but Cactus commits the bomb, thinking it's winnable, gets the kill onto Firecutter, is able to remech in time. Flawless falling very low. Asmodeus is just hunting him down, and he does get the better of him, gets the kill, so, you know, a good decision made trying to turn this fight. Harchar is back, anti-nade comes out, Frosty, but simply Dino dies during the cast of his ultimate, or her ultimate, sorry. And Elko will be able to get the kills and clean it up in a very, very quick second point cap.
Yeah, I think, oh, we see some switches. They're going to what they're comfortable with, I think. Yeah, I don't know, just stuff happened, and...
Yeah, maybe, well, Magic Tigers might just be a little bit more comfortable on this attack, but also at the same time, Elko's getting some huge picks on the Hanzo. I believe a couple of those fights are just won off the back of some good arrows, and Harchar is able to kill Firecutter. Might be able to keep Elko alive and is able to beat, has to be used by Sonic Chronic, and the D.Va is still falling very low. Is able to live though, and pulse bomb out from Asmodeus onto Frosty and does get the kill. Flawless looking to touch point here, just trying to stall it out of it. Harchar falling very low, could get killed here. is able to live. Firecracker gets a call into Sonicronic. Nathan falls. Pulse Bomb comes out onto Elko, and that's a 4-minute and 38-second time bank from the side of the Magic Tigers.
Yeah, that was very dominant showing. As you were saying, and you know, Elko with a lot of huge picks early on, and seemed like, yeah, just huge, huge plays from everyone on the Tigers.
Yeah.
Big beat from Sonic to kind of have that momentum to push back past the bend and secure that last point.
Yeah, I was a little bit questioning the Baptiste pick, especially with the Winston, but once they make that swap over the Diva, Archar was just doing so much, just almost permanently able to live, while also pumping out a lot of damage and healing, so they might have found their new look. Archar is sticking on this Baptiste, so the Lumalees are moving over to their classic comp though, hoping to be able to cap in their minute time bank.
Yeah, it's really only one, maybe two fights. Just how far the point is for an attack. Flawless is playing the Genji though instead of Tracer. And same comp from the Tigers, which, you know, no changes there, so needed there.
Yeah, they capture so much time, you know, they're confident in this comp. And Firecracker actually looking over to the Sombra. I'm very surprised by this, especially when Simply Dino's sticking on the Mercy. It feels a little bit counterintuitive because you don't really have that damage boost target anymore. Firecracker already falling low, is able to get the health back. And it's just a little bit of nothing going on right now. They're looking to try to get some hope coming in. Elko falling very low. Is 1 HP, could die here, and will end up dying to Flawless. Good kill coming in from him, and is able to live and stabilize. So they're gonna at least get a tick on this first point. So that means the map is winnable. We'll get the second. The touch should be coming from the Tigers in a second. Last second, 0.02% left. Flawless falling very low. Red Cactus falling super low, and they end up getting the cap. Flawless 1 HP does live. Harchar picks to come through from the side of the Magic Tigers. They should be winning the fight even though they gave up the point. So, will lose the point, but should be stopping them here unless if Nathan is able to build his Primal 10% too, but is not able to get.
Wow. That's, I don't think I've ever seen someone cap and push the payload. But yeah, early pick onto Alco. You know, I think, you know, with Harchar being not, you know, like he's living and doing a lot of heals, I think they really need to kind of focus on him or try to take his heals away, because I feel like he hasn't really died this map.
Yeah, definitely is able to live so much, but they do have a win condition set now that they capped that first point. But no meters, so all the side of the Magic Tigers need to do is get the cap, which the first time they did it in a minute and a half, and they actually have a bigger time bank than, you know, the first round of attack, so we'll have to see. Maybe the side of the Lumalees can pull off a little bit better of a defense this time.
Yeah, I did think that Sombra pick was interesting. You know, not really giving Mercy someone to pocket. I guess you could pocket Genji. But I felt like in terms of like kind of getting the cap on the point, it was somewhat helpful. It was just kind of after that where it kind of fell apart.
Yeah, Elko on the Venture and Asmodeus on the Sim. Very interesting. Looks like they're just going to try to force high ground and potentially burn Nathan. This is a really greedy strategy, but if it plays out right and the side of the Lumalees aren't able to adapt, it could be a very fast point flip. And also, you know, the Sim wall is such a good ultimate.
I like it. It's very different. Kind of not what you're expecting people to play. Do you think early lamp?
And it looks like it's gonna end up working. Frosty falls low, Flawless dies, picks R through Nathan DMAC, and that should be a first point cap. Someone's gonna have to try to touch, but I don't even think it's possible, so the Lumalees definitely getting caught off guard with that team count. They weren't expecting to get their backline TP'd on. 0.3 meters left till they win the map, and that is a 2-0 series for the favor of the Magic Tigers so far.
Yeah, I really like that sim strategy. Definitely unexpected. It was kind of like what we ran on the Coconuts a few seasons ago. So yeah, good decision there. And Tigers looking very dominant in the first two maps.
Yeah, which we at the beginning we said Lumalees were favored to win, but Asmodeus, Elko, Recactus, Hartar, and Sonic just putting in so much work right now. But we are gonna take a little bit of a map break and get into the third map once they pick it. We are back with the third map of the Met. Oh my god, I just got like 30 text messages. Wait, I just got 12. What the fudge? Oh, not
High
swearing on
five.
stream. Let's go. I caught myself. Improvement arc. But yeah,
Alright.
we do go to Servasa.
Saravasa. We have the first comp, and we maybe might see some Mauga coming from the Lumalees.
Yeah.
I think they need to find some way to kind of punish Harchar. He's doing a
Watch your
lot of
flanks.
heals.
They might try something.
And you know, I think Alco has been getting a lot of early picks as well.
Yeah, they're looking to switch it up, you know. The side of the Magic Tigers are kind of known for their brawl, and Flashpoint's a definitely brawl through map. Maybe Lumalees just don't really know how to beat it using the dive comp, so they look to go over to Maga, hoping that it'll catch him off guard. Maybe they'll be able to out-tempo it, something like that, but they are taking this long angle for the side of the Magic Tigers. Firecutter already forced a tree, slow coming out from the Cactus, but Elko gets railed by Flawless. Firecutter is falling very low, needs to get carried up here. Red Cactus, 1 HP, Lamp Force from Harchar will keep him alive at least for a little bit. Point Cell coming through here, Harchar falling 1 HP, Firecutter will get the kill. And Red Cactus should get killed here and they should win this point. 1 HP and they are able to cap this first point after they clean up these daggers.
Yeah, super early pick. I don't know if Rectactus is gonna match. He might just stay on the Ram. But yeah, I think, you know, I don't know much about Mauga, to be honest. I played him once and I was like, I don't know how this works and I don't really want to learn, but it seems like he's still quite strong. So yeah, we'll see how that goes for the rest of the map.
Oh, Firecutter just gets bursted down though. Frosty was supporting the off angle and Firecutter just got focused down there. But yeah, the Ramantra versus Maga matchup is definitely an interesting one. Where Cactus like really can't use form aggressively at all. He's got to use it defensively just to stay alive. Nathan and Asmodeus will trade. So both teams down in DPS, but Asmodeus should get back faster. Rush comes through as well as the window. Firecutter falling super low. TP out from Frosty, and they are able to stabilize at the very least. But Rush traded for window isn't the greatest. EJ beats and Firecutter was backing up at the time. Big miscommunication. And Firecutter's still low, just hasn't gotten healed up, just taking too much poke right now. And Flawless falls low, EJ falls low. You know, Elko gets a kill into Flawless. This is like a really... Oh, another pick. Yeah, that was a really bad fight from the side of Lumalees there.
Yeah, lots of miscoms with the early beat. And yeah, Mauga's just getting there, really focusing on Firecutter and kind of like bursting him down. I don't know if Frosty can kind of play the off angles. They kind of need to keep him up. But yeah, they, you know, fairly even in ult economy. We'll see how the Lumalees can. As I say that, Flawless get picked.
Firecutter does invest the cage, Blade comes through, V traded, Sonicronic is able to keep his team alive for a little bit, and Elko will kill EJ. Asmodeus does fall, Elko kills Firecutter. Elko absolutely going crazy on the Hanzo right now.
Elko with a 4K, and you don't even need to do, you know, use any ults when you just use regular abilities, I guess. But yeah, well, we see Firecutter switching to match, and see if this helps.
Yeah, definitely wasn't really working out on the Maga. He was just dying. Form used from Firecutter early. Red Cactus has held his, and he will be able to use it second. Elko gets another pick onto Frosty, just hitting every shot and absolutely carrying. The backline for the Tigers is dead. And that'll be another fight win for the Magic Tigers. Absolutely looking dominant on this map.
Yep. Definitely. There was good dragon to kind of force them out into the open from Elko. And then Asmodeus with the pulse to kind of finish off the last two stragglers at the end. Lumalees did have to use both DPS ults and did not have much to show for it.
Yeah, Rush comes through early here. Firecutter taking a lot of space, and Hardchar will fall from Nathan. Nathan is 1 HP, but they should be able to clean up Red Cactus. And the Kiri Rush proving to be very dominant. Elko will get a trade. Trying to get another, finds 2 somehow? I don't know how that managed to happen, and Firecutter won't be able to get the trade, so Elko gets 2 and lives. Honestly, he's probably gonna look for a spawn camp here. We'll have to see if he's able to get it.
Are they gonna go after him?
Yeah, it looks like he should fall. Is at half HP. Maybe they just opt to win the fight. Firecutter 1 HP and then the beat comes in late. I don't even know how that happened. I was watching the flank fight. Red Cactus will kill Frosty and the Magic Tigers win off that. Unless if someone makes a hero play. Nope, they're gonna use Window to just do it.
Yeah, I think them kind of chasing Elko, kind of not sure what happened on point where Firecutter just kind of got popped, and we do see Flawless has switched to Sombra now. And again, many ults coming up for the Tigers.
Yeah, Elko does have this dragon online. We're gonna see if he's able to do anything with it, but I think the ults on the side of the Lumalees are a little bit more impactful. So it's gonna be up to Sonic Chronic to hit a good beat to counter it. Engage comes through here. Katt goes in the favor of the Lumalees early. Ramontra ult's traded. Elko gets another pick onto Frosty though. Another huge opening pick. Blade used from Nathan to try to turn it, but I believe he'll just get bursted down. And Magic Tigers let the point go, but let the cap go through, but are able to win it.
Wow, yeah, that was looking good for Lumalees, I think. You know, they Suzered the pulse, but then they kind of just got ran over by Red Cactus's ult. And Tigers didn't even have to use speed for Nathan's blade. Not too much ultimate wise coming out, so yeah, so say that they get 3 picks.
Yeah, Elko still is alive. Oh no, he is not alive, but EJ gets the kill. Flawless making over the swap to the Hanzo. Maybe thinks it's the truth after watching what Elko's done on it. But still comes through from Asmodeus, and that's a very quick flip.
Yeah, I do like the Hanzo switch. I think, you know, you can definitely do more burst damage and kind of, you know, help track down the Tracer. So I think that's a good switch.
Yeah, the side of the ultimate, oh, it's Flawless gets early picked onto hard charge. It's kind of a random shot down the lane. And that'll force the Magic Tigers to just instantly back up.
Yeah, it's gonna be a last high territory. But they will have almost 4 ults against Lumalees 3.
Asmodeus is going to have to get kind of a desperation touch in here. Early touch comes through, Recall Force, Dragon, and Pulse on Mute. Rush comes out from Frosty, getting a lot more value with that ult comparatively. Firecutter does get an early pick, beat comes through, and is able to keep their team healthy, so good beat comes out from EJ. We'll get Lucio Diff booped off the map, but his team is able to win the fight, and it's 2-1 now, so we have a map on our hands.
We do. That was good. Good ult usage. I don't know if the Tigers kind of waited too long in terms to kind of touch, but yeah, I think that was really nice, and they definitely have the advantage going to the next point.
Yeah, huge ult advantage for the side of the Lumalees, so, and they have this high ground already secured. Oh, this dragon from Floss is gonna be huge. Dragon comes through, does a lot of none. Actually, okay, it did nothing but split their team. Might be able to result in a kill on Elko. Elko is able to live due to the lamp, but no lamp available. And Elko gets a pick onto Flawless on the off angle. Firecutter invests their Montreal. Will find two, but Red Cactus trades them. Elko another headshot onto Frosty. And through some heroics from Elko, Asmodeus, and Red Cactus, they're able to win the fight and flip the point.
Yeah, huge plays from Malco. Good ult usage from actually both teams, but unfortunately, you know, the Lumalees weren't able to capitalize. As that fight was going on, or before it, the Tigers were able to cap the point.
Yeah, Firecutter uses form early to try to take a lot of space. We'll get a lot of space. Nathan gets a pick onto Elko though. Window forced out. Red Cactus will get the trade onto Frosty, but it looks like significantly in the favor of the Lumalees. All they have to do is kill Red Cactus on point. He's just getting a little bit of stall, but they are able to win. But it's already 80% for the Magic Tigers. One fight win, and they will be winning this map and this series.
Yeah, those good dive poke, dive brawl onto Alco for the first pick, but you're right, yeah, they do have to manage their ult and kind of win, I guess, 2 more fights, yeah, or secure the point.
Asmodeus does have to use recall, but Dragon from Elko gets a lot of ticks of damage, finds 2. Or helps find 2 at least. EJ falling low, gets the beat off just to stall for a little bit. Doesn't look like it's gonna do very much though. Dragon comes up from Flawless trying to make something happen, but Firecutter makes a swap on a Doomfist, just going for this last second touch, but it's gonna be so hard for them to actually make this work. Firecutter will be able to force the overtime though. Overtime force. Firecutter doing a good job just tapping the point. Tries to get land a punch onto the Baptiste, but does die. In the meantime, Sonic Chronic is able to kill EJ. B comes out from Sonic. Touch is just coming through, and Firecutter will fall, and that is going to be this series for the Magic Tigers, winning a dominant 3-0 victory over what some would say was the #1 team.
Yeah, very impressive showing from the Tigers. I don't know, they have a very good like brawl hybrid thing going on, and Harchar putting in work. Everyone played really well, but Elko also had a lot of huge, huge opening picks and final blows to secure them the win.
Yeah, Elko, huge picks. Harchar, a lot of good healing and damage, especially on the Baptiste, you know, makes the swap, which allows them to start snowballing Numbani. Sonic Chronic had pretty much every beat be like perfect. Odious just doing a good job on the Trace, and then Red Cactus on his kind of, almost I would say, signature hero mantra, wins 2 of the maps for them. Or like, you know, does a lot of work in 2 of the maps. 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. So MVP. Well, there's one very obvious pick, but also to me there's one not as obvious pick, and I don't know which one you wanna go towards.
We don't give it to the good player. Okay, not the good. I'm not gonna say like that. We don't give it to Elko. Elko doesn't get it.
Okay, I agree. So I was thinking Harchar.
I agree with that.
Okay, let's get him in here. Can you drag him in, Drew, or?
Discard moderator power. Oh.
No.
I think we just don't do the MVP interview so I can go to sleep.
No, we have to. Okay,
We could
let's
just
go
join
to...
a channel. Let's join
Yeah.
Pugs 1.
Okay. Hey.
Hello. Congratulations on winning MVP.
Thanks. I didn't know if I was gonna get it tonight. We had almost our whole team was playing really well, so no, our whole team was playing really well, not almost.
Yeah, we decided we didn't want to give it Elko even though he popped off.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
Your buff
So
swap on body was pretty awesome.
yeah,
Thanks.
going on your signature hero. So tell us about the season. It's your first in season 4 or 5, I want to say. How are
Yeah.
things going playing in Aurora again?
Well, I mean, it's been really fun so far, and I think partly because of the team. The team's communicating really well and coordinating, and just fun people to play with too. So yeah, a good time.
That
Do you
is
have another
good.
question, Chloe?
Not really.
Okay, do you
Okay.
want to ask the El Clasico then?
No, I'm an El Clasico hater, so I refuse to ask it.
Okay.
Okay, so if you weren't MVP, who would you give MVP to? And you can say Alco or not. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so yeah, so first of all, I think our whole team was playing really well, but like it's hard not to give it to Elko after you saw that last play. Like he's just hitting so many shots. It's like I don't have to do anything, just like heal bottom. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you for joining this very short interview. I know Chloe wants to go to bed because she drove like 10 hours today or
No,
something.
like 5 hours.
Oh, it's that
Yeah,
close. Okay.
I just spent 6 hours packing before that, so yeah.
Yay. Okay, well, congratulations on the win, and here's to many more victories for the rest of the season.
Yeah, thanks for prodding. I'm gonna go back and watch it. Should be fun.
You can enjoy our terrible casting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not very good. Chloe's better than me.
No, I'm not.
Well, do you want to close it, Chloe?
This was Tigers versus Lumalees. Matches probably soonish. Bye bye, everyone.
I would like to thank Ninja Drew on the prod as well. Thank you for prodding tonight. And this is Paige and Chloe signing off. Good night, everyone.